Welcome back to Tales of Interest in Symphonia.
In some countries, Symphonia.
Yeah, Symphonia. Symphonia and everywhere else but Canada. There it's Tales of Interest. Now we can go back to Lake Umasi now that, we saved the Asgard Ranch. Not much to really see, though. Fallen dams, trees, and a unicorn.
And a unicorn. Look at that.
Hey, look at that. The fucking unicorn. Check it out at a time. This is fucking funny, though. This end?
These guys really fucking suck at hiding shit.
Yeah. Symphonia is clumsy with his foreshadowing. If we have the unicorn horn, we could save Colette and Clara. Theoretically. Healing arts developed from studying the unicorn horn. How? Yeah, this is a horn, alright.
Observe the horn. I am absolutely ecstatic with this horn. You now learn Cura.
Now, we can get the unicorn out, but we can't swim that deep, realistically. So, we need to summon Undine, which really feels like an impromptu way of going about it. We can't get the horse out from the depths, so we're just going to summon the fucking water god.
We can't fish it out. Grab the fucking hook.
Something's biting. You know what? I just imagine that perfectly being in Lloyd's voice.
Yeah, that's Lloyd 40 years from now.
Probably a lot fatter, too. Alright, now we gotta go all the way back to the Throated Geyser. Thanks to Johnny's editing, we don't have to show you guys all that trip.
No. For in this part, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of backtracking.
Yep.
A lot of backtracking. It's a bad habit. So, alright, summon spirits. I know this is pretty much what the skit is summarizing, but it's pretty much Symphonia's summoning, pretty much.
Now, here's the thing. You may have thought that what we slayed at the seals were the summon spirits, but they're actually just demons that took up residence. They're sort of there to test the Chosen itself to complete the ritual. But there's another thing. They house the spirits, the summoned spirits of the land. There are 4 total. There are fire, water, wind that we've already seen, and the 4th one in the 4th dungeon, light. But the light one is a bit of a finicky bitch, so we're not going to be able to talk to her for near halfway the.
She's picky.
Oh, you wouldn't fucking believe it. Now, you could do this now, or you could do it later in the game. If you do it later in the game, the summoned spirits will be powered up to match your power. And we just can't be having it there, Johnny. You.
Yeah, well. So the reason why you're doing it now,
knock it out the way.
Just get it out of the way as soon as possible. And we're editing anyway.
Right.
So this is not as nearly as strenuous for those watching this.
Amen to that. Our first stop is the Throated Geyser. Which apparently we're taking the long way around.
Yeah. This is something we've noticed since the fire seal. The fire seal. We saw that silhouette of something.
We saw a silhouette and then we saw the mist.
Yeah.
That's the summon spirit.
That was way back in part 5.
But we didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
What was there to know?
That's what I'm saying.
Besides, honestly, I think we were so distracted with Remiel that we never paid much attention to that.
That's not a negative point. I'm just bringing a mention to it.
Right. I mean, it's in terms of like the narration for the sake of the game.
Yeah.
As it was also noted, we just got what we needed to get and got out of there. We didn't think too much about the base or whatever.
We didn't know anything about it.
Well, there wasn't really anything to know. Remiel blessed us, gave us a personal task. We're out of here. What about this?
What about it?
So now we gotta walk all the way back.
Do some encounters actively avoid you when you're on Noish?
No. Have I grown stronger? Please tell me I got stronger, Kratos. I don't want to be a burden.
Is this multiple choice?
D. Fish. No one but you know the... I fucking hate that kind of philosophical reasoning. No one but you know... what answers you seek and what you want is admittedly up to the person.
Yeah.
But if the person's already in the fucking dark, what is you telling me that gonna know? That just leaves
He's asking for help for a reason. Only you know the answers. Only you know your pathway. Only you can prevent forest fires. Fuck it, man. Give me a straight answer.
Or at least give me a shovel to put out the forest fire.
Yeah.
Mastering was added to the training manual. Or whatever that's worth. I never read that chapter.
It's so boring. Lloyd.
Oh, dude, you're gonna do that a lot with tech manuals. 80% of the tech manual is fucking of your average IT information technology textbook. Not 80, that's a bit of a high number. 70% of your average IT technology manual is fucking fluff.
Yeah, in Action Script, for those that will know how to use Adobe Flash, any sort of thing, Action Scripting, that is, you go to those manuals when you need to have a refresher course, when you don't remember anything you remember in that course, it's a lot of fucking fluff.
Right. I forgot I had to go in here. I think I go in here to either rent out the watchdogs or I go to take a nap. By the way, she charged us the first time. Now that she learns that we're the chosen, we get a free ride on the Watchdog Express.
And we don't get refund for the first visit.
Nope.
Alright, so our first destination...
The Throated Geyser.
The Throated Geyser. We're heading back to that place.
Yeah. But you don't have to resolve the puzzles or anything.
No, everything's still...
Everything's already done. All you gotta do is just go down there and give Houdini a little hi. Tip your hats and say howdy do.
So we're showing you exactly the destination, even though you guys should have been here already at this point in time. But as soon as Matt heads inside the place, I'm going to be cutting... Oh, I'm sorry. After this skit. That thing talks?
Oh, yeah. Talks like an adorable little shit, too.
Oh, I don't want to hear that. That's a damn sock puppet.
Oh, don't worry.
Looks like you're gonna fall. I'll save you.
Oh, boy. Copyright infringement.
And here we are.
She's just like a fucking dare.
What the hell? No, that's fucking ritual shit.
Kratos joined the oddest cult.
Yeah.
It's easy for you to say. I might fail, you know.
Sheena, Sheena.
I don't know how it works, but
Huh, Shinobi.
By the way, if you happen to, for some reason, have the card of water equipped on her, take that shit off. Also, disable any and all water arts and magics you have. I do, but do that for yourselves. So basically, in very blunt terms, turn off your water shit.
Well, we are in a water area. Makes sense.
This here is also one of the hardest fights in hard mode.
Really?
Oh yeah. Mostly because you're at a point in the game where you can't quite take full advantage of healing, and she hits like a fucking truck.
I am one who is bound to Mythos.
Mythos?
Who is Mythos?
Remember Mythos the hero back in chapter 1?
You're right.
He's the hero, the ancient hero of the Karlon War.
Not only was Mythos a swordsman, he had the ability to summon as well.
You would think that would have been included in the textbooks.
Is a common boy's name. It's not necessarily Mythos the hero.
Oh, come on.
I can't think of too many other Mythoses that would be able to tame summon spirits.
Stop being a fucking atheist.
Why?
Yeah, seriously.
I am already bound by a pact. I cannot form two pacts at the same time.
That would get inside my personal schedule.
They're very tight-lipped.
All work and no play makes me a dull summon.
They never said anything about this at the Research Institute. What should we do, Lloyd?
Can we kick the crap out of her?
Why don't we burn the old pact?
Well, you get the right idea. We can cancel it.
We don't even have any idea where this Mythos person is.
She gets frustrated easily.
As long as the pact maker upholds that vow, the pact remains valid.
Huh?
That is correct.
I know.
Wow. Kratos with the fucking summoning knowledge.
Exactly. Therefore, all you need to do is follow Lloyd's advice and request the annulment of the previous pact.
Okay, so basically cancel one pact, make a new pact.
It's possible the previous pact maker has broken his vow,
Yikes.
or he may have already passed away.
Unless Mythos the hero is still fucking alive in the world.
Really that simple?
I suppose you could call it simple. But if the previous pact maker is still alive and hasn't broken his vow, then there's nothing.
So we can only request an annulment if the vow was broken in the first place.
Or if the original pact maker's dead.
But if neither, then
If neither are around, the summon spirit looks at you, tells you to eat a dick, and tells you, and then you're kind of fucked.
look, I'm already taken.
Before I
Fuck.
carry out the formation of the
Uh-oh.
I must test your worthiness as a pact maker.
Shit's on!
Draw your weapons.
And then Lloyd draws a bad fucking
Then
sword.
she brings out her trading cards. Then she brings out her deck box.
I summon Cyber Dragon!
Okay, high rollers go first.
I shall judge your worth.
This is one of my favorite tracks, Fighting of the Spirit.
Alright.
Catchy as balls!
So what's the strategies for...
Ready?
Udine's gonna disable water and ice magics. Spread will hit you and go along and cover a nice little distance. But there's spread, there's I think she has aqua laser. Don't quote me on that one. I wouldn't know anything like hard or above aside from a nice little increase in her damage output.
Yes.
So come with a lot of poison charms if you have it as well. She's not too bad to keep busy, but there's a point where eventually you run out of TP and shit goes wrong. Again, have 3 melees in this one. You can have Genus in if you want. I think I should have because lightning magic would have really helped. Every now and again she'll do an attack that cuts off some cheap little aqua rings on you. It looks like it's going really great for me. I fuck up at one point eventually. Like she catches me dead off guard and it costs me my shit. Power seal, okay. Good attempt there, Sheena. By the way, like with the monster battles with the monster battles you have with Colette, you gotta have Sheena in your party whenever you do these. So you're already down like 2. Yeah, see here, she's got also good combos on me here, and it kind of blew me up. So I had to have Kratos back on first aid duty.
Sheena's close, and Sheena's down. The pack maker's down. I'm sorry, you lost.
That would have made this utterly fucking painful. Anyway, this is where like the battle goes a little sour for me. But once I get like Sheena back and going, she'll be alright.
Rain got the full point of that.
Alright, she got 2,600 left. We're doing good. She got to keep the pressure on her again. I may have to disable that first aid.
Pretty beefy defenses.
Well, like I said, it's better if you hit her with magic, which I didn't have Genus for, so it kind of blew up in my face on that one. Kratos, however, is not restricted to that.
Does she have elemental weakness in thunder?
Yes. She also resists water and ice. So
Well, I
needless to
figured
say,
this-
that battle went bad. But a win is a
Hey,
win.
you made a sandwich, Matt.
Now slay
All right.
upon
Let me just treat these cuts and wounds with sandwiches. Mayonnaise is a makeshift suture.
understood. I pledge my power to you, Sheena.
And so basically, you beat the Christ out of them, and then they decide, okay, fuck it, what do you want to do?
Okay, stop hitting me.
Please stop hitting me. Now this here teaches Sheena new stuff. We also get like an elemental jewel that'll both give us increased defense against a particular element and bless our weapon. I use bless. Bless our weapons with an elemental attack of that element. Like whatever gem we got here from her, it's gonna increase her defense against water attacks and give us water strike.
Somewhat knowledgeable about summoner spirits.
I see.
Kratos made himself quite suspicious. Aquamarine. There you go. I got S-Seal Water allows us to bless our weapons with water attacks similar to a quartz.
As you mentioned earlier.
But the summons are different. Sheena can only use them when she's in overlimit mode.
Ah.
They all do all sorts of damage. They do like, they hit the battlefield for damage, and of course based off of respective elemental affinity. But they also have secondary effects to all of them. Undine's heals.
Like a mega heal?
Yeah, I want to say a full heal, but it's pretty damn good.
Is that the first over limit ability we learned?
Pretty much, yeah. The game, I think, counts it as her mystic art.
Well, I mean, you mentioned in previous parts that mystic arts are pretty much these skills that you can use when you're in over limit mode.
Well, I found out that wasn't the case with Lloyd, but yeah, pretty much.
It's like, yeah, we have a stretch
No,
there for a bit.
it's not just over limit. There's also certain conditions you gotta fulfill in this game to meet them. One thing I do have to admit I like about Tales of Graces, though, is that you can just fling out Mystic Arts if your shit breaks, then you just held out one. Instant balls! Pew!
A ninja summoner. I gotta say, I don't think I've ever seen that mixture in RPGs.
Have you not played Final Fantasy V?
Ninja summoner?
Yeah.
I don't know. You can either be a ninja or you can be a summoner. You can't be both at the same time unless
Sure
you
you
can.
can.
Well, if you decide to equip the summon type into the menu, yeah, you can get away with doing that. But I'm talking about as a natural class, a ninja summoner.
I would still consider that a natural class in Final Fantasy V.
You just gotta augment it a bit.
Attaboy.
That's not natural.
Augmentation. They'll be sad when she learns the truth. Stop hiding.
Well, that's pretty lousy.
Told you. Next up, we go back to the Balacrove Mausoleum. Or am I going all the way around to fight fucking Ifrit first?
The chicken or the egg?
The Zions are half-elves?
Yeah, but they're more elf than human. It's 75-25% thing. But 3/4 elves doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. So half elf.
3/4 elves. That doesn't sound right. 3/4 elf sounds like something I would order at a damn cannibalism diner.
3/4 elves.
3/4 elves, 1/4 menace.
Oh, what is this thing?
Do you think it's because they've been persecuted? They've been persecuted?
More like, what is the reason for the designs being assholes?
Yeah. In other words, Kratos is trying to hint at, is it possible that, the designs were treated like shit first, causing them to cause us to treat us like shit?
Yeah.
So then it becomes sort of a chicken-egg scenario.
Yeah.
Where who started the discrimination first, who kicks up this shit, and why are we still perpetuating it on? Anyway, let's go take a rest.
Good to see the Lloyd poster is still up and about on
Yeah.
the wall.
What are angels exactly? People with wings.
Oh, is that all? Okay. I was worried for nothing.
Isn't there anything else? The whole reason I was born was to become an angel and save the world. Ouch! Nothing else? That's it? Come in, be an angel, save the world, and then what? Fucking just do anything else? What's after the fucking angel trip? I guess you really can't go. It's like the Legend of Zelda problem. What does Link do after he saves the world? Weed whacking?
He disappears into the woods and never is heard from again.
Oh well.
Or he gets lost at sea and ends up in an imaginary island.
He takes a nap.
Yeah. Stop doing that.
Oh boy.
Okay,
Ifrit.
now we're back in the fire temple.
Remember what I said earlier about not having water magic open to you with the water dungeon? Switch that out with fire here.
Okay, so don't bring any fire shit to this fight.
Right. However, Genus has a bit of a problem. Ifrit floats. So he's got to hit with spread, or he's not hitting super effectively.
Now, this is the first silhouette summon spirit we saw earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're actually going to see it.
Eventually.
Oh, yeah, whenever it decides to show up.
That's okay, take your time. And damn! Fire Djinn. That's what Ifrit was, a fire Djinn. This one goes real authentic with it, minus the boxing gloves.
I seek a pact with Ifrit. I ask that thou annulst thy pact with Mythos, and establish a new pact with me.
I shall test
Oh boy.
worthy of forming a pact.
This battle goes sour for me again. Anyway, he has tier 3 magic available to him in the form of explosion.
Ooh.
That fucking hurts.
So,
I have,
so wait, the order is fireball, eruption, explosion.
or if you're doing a different tech tree, fireball, flame lance, spiral flare.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like
I stumbled.
he has a very high damage output, so be a bit careful with him. He also has another attack that I personally like, in terms of just its practicality. If it grabs you with one arm, lifts you into the air, and just blows you the fuck up.
Ah, the old Krillin and Namek treatment.
Essentially. If you can manage to... But explosion is easy to see coming from the human element. Ouch! Damn!
Are you okay?
Oh boy. Anyway, explosion is easy to feint out though until you get your ass trapped.
Well, this thing looks like it can fuck you up, and
Dude, he looks fucking nasty as shit.
well, it deserves that. God damn.
I love that attack. He just blows me up. Raging Mist is a fused art between water and fire. Basically, you have to have Spread and Eruption mastered. Genus will get that later. Ah, damn! I think I'll do Burst Fall's another one, which is basically a rage attack. He'll just slam the ground and it cause a huge fuck-off fire wave.
I like that stumbling animation, though.
I think I'm doing really well here. I think I'm going to win with a good grade. I mean, I'm keeping up with the damage output. I'm doing very well. And I get caught in a Tempest check, and here's where shit goes to hell. Let's take a look at that at the Impact replay. Here we see me going right in the mid-Tempest, right as the explosion's coming down, and I do nothing to stop it. Boom! There goes the dynamite, and there goes Sheena.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Exactly. I mean, not for nothing. Jesus Christ, we were practically at full health, and she just blew me the fuck up.
You recovered pretty quickly from that, though. All things considered.
Anyway, I do that to knock him out of overlimit, but that's actually really impractical what I did, because as soon as you whack him again, he goes right back into it. By the way, I shifted Sheena back on the card of water just so I can just so I could heal her up. Not heal her up, just so I could do a little extra damage. Caught.
Ow. Well, but he actually says the spell names too because he speaks in a human tongue.
Right. Well, to make it easier for the spirits to be understood by for some humans anyway.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Cheap shot. And that was my effort battle fucked up right there at the end. There's combo and stuff.
Your power is admirable. Very well.
He fucking I'm still hung up on that. He just blew me the fuck up.
At this very moment, there are people who are suffering. I vow to save those people.
Good thing the spirits don't ask too many questions about that kind of shit. How will you do it? Oh, you got yourself as a problem there. Then Sheena just threatens to beat their ass again, and then we just find ourselves at an eternal game of chicken and egg.
The chicken or the egg? Oh, god damn it.
I can fry the both really well.
What happens when the immovable object meets the unstoppable force? Oh, shit.
So basically, who would win, Jack or X-Death?
And then it just goes into Cydia.
Lloyd seems to have an idea of what the fuck they do. If you use him in battle, he'll give your power an attack boost. Fitting. So basically, you can't act like, Ifrit doesn't really surprise.
Does it give you fire elemental properties?
Yes, he does. The Garnet Ring does what the Aquamarine does, except replace water with fire. Again, however, you can only use that in Overlimit. An Overlimit isn't exactly easy to trigger at the snap of a finger, so you're gonna have to hope like hell it works.
It's just another pack.
And you can tell just from the title alone, Lloyd already got bored. Huh?
What do you mean,
Damn it, Lloyd. That is Tails characters, one thing I do like about how they're written, though, is that just because they grow and develop as characters doesn't mean they lose all of their all their negative traits, because the positive and negative traits in a character are what makes characters. Though I have to admit, for all the character traits they could have picked for Lloyd, getting bored with shit was a bad one. I go back to take a nap and to brush off the third-degree burns.
Yeah.
And to wipe off the salt from my clothes.
This quest bores me.
I also do it to wipe off the salt from my clothes.
Yeah.
Sure. You smell like, oof. Jesus Christ, you get set on fire?
Smell like burnt animal hair.
Are you okay?
Do one of you smell like chicken?
But I'm getting tired of this happening all the time. Anyway, I'm okay. Thanks.
I'm getting Chinese food when I go home.
Be careful.
That's the second night in a row.
No, it's the first night. The last night I called, they weren't fucking answering.
They went straight to answering machine.
Fuck you.
If you'd like to order something, come back later.
No, I just didn't even get a fucking go through. It didn't even go
Is
through.
that the second time we've went to bed
Yeah.
and then we got a suspicion that someone might be
Peeping?
peeping? Yeah.
What if it's Lloyd?
With Mr. Water Chef.
Oh God! Right over your head with a burger. I decided to go take it. I think I either decided to take another nap or stock up because this next one is a real fucking doozy.
So now we are back with the Wind Seal. Oh no, we're back at
we're at Asgard. I also do something else as well too. I managed. Oh yeah, I triggered a cutscene between him and Rain.
That's the only reason why I left this part in.
The pillar hieroglyphics were inaccurate historical accounts, and they have contain stone tablets. You know what's really funny? I would have loved to have seen it. I mean, this is where the game's relationship value is kind of stabbing in the foot because you can also develop affectionate feelings for Rain too.
Well, I don't. Why would she be omitted?
She would have never admit it, but you can develop some for her, and Rain can return them to you as well.
No. I mean, you mentioned in earlier parts that you can build character relations for Colette, Kratos, Genis. I'd imagine Sheena's part of that too.
Sheena and Rain.
Yeah, I don't see a reason why they would omit Rain.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, I have to admit, with Rain and this guy here, it does feel really natural. But who knows if they try to really bloom anything from it?
They're both geeking out. It's only natural.
Lloyd falls asleep standing up.
He's a conehead.
Give me a free heal too. There was one other thing I was hoping to do, but I actually mistimed it.
Are you running faster?
Yeah, that's Lloyd's personal skill. Lloyd can run faster in dungeons than in towns. I use that whenever I get bored.
Which is all the fucking time.
I was trying to find something here. It's the pellet book you use to make figurines, which is an entire pointless fucking side quest where you get to use pellets to make models of dolls and shit that resemble everything you find in the game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like figurines of... It's like Resident Evil 5's little figurines. Kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
Except you cash in pellets for them. They give you a rare title if you make them all. Which is a pain in the fucking dick.
Something that requires New Game Plus or anything like that?
No New Game Plus, but it requires a hell of a lot of time, patience, and a hell of a lot of item theft.
Gotcha. Alright, now we're back in the Wind Temple.
And now we're gonna fight the Sylph.
I know all these places have names, I just relegate them to simple names to make them easier to remember.
Balacroft Mausoleum.
Balacroft Mausoleum, okay. Wind Temple.
Fuck you. You ignorant shit.
Anyway.
Try not to do this battle without Nurse. Or at least a lot of mass healing items.
That challenge?
It's a 3-on-3. It's a 3-on-4 boss. We're used to 4-on-1 nonsense. This one, it's 4-on-3, and they're gonna fucking spread out their tactics evenly. So I try to be sure I'm as prepared as I humanly can be. By the way, that's the Saphira I had earlier. Remember what I said earlier? Take how many guesses it is before I had to get the bright idea to change it to a blue Saphira.
Sheena, we're counting on you with Syl.
Yeah, Lloyd, no pressure.
Let's go.
Are these mystical fairies too?
Yes, they are.
Traditional Sylph.
3 of them. Although, I'm jumping far ahead a bit here, but these spirits aren't their true forms. They just take these kind of forms to talk to humans, so to speak. So whatever it is, or whatever they think the humans want to see, that's what they are.
A form they're comfortable with.
Right. 1, 2, and 3.
You are a summoner, are you not? We, the Sylph, already share.
And that is a truck.
Could have fooled me. I thought the fucking they came with such fanfare.
I am Sheena.
Yo.
I ask you to renounce thy pact with Mythos and establish a new pact with me.
Ah, so the next pact maker's finally here. Okay then, we'll test out your power.
Prepare to die!
4-on-3. One fights with a gigantic sword, one uses a shield to block and uses projectile magic, and the other one shoots a bow. One of the first things you're going to want to do is gain their stats for each of them. They all have about 7,000 apiece, so you're roughly looking at about 21,000 total, give or take.
So we have Fairies,
Judy, and Sylph.
Sephi.
Sephi.
Yeah, Sephi.
Now you can go whichever order you want to do. I prefer to... Oh, I got lucky here. This saves my bacon a lot. So now I don't have to worry about them kicking my ass.
Is Nurse multi-target?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I switch over to Sonic Thrust because I got Hurricane Thrust, which is a wind art. Also switch over to Tiger Rage as well because I'm going to probably Or at least I try to do that, but then it blows up in my face hard, so I just stick to Tiger Rage combinations. I'm not trying to do a whole lot, just try to plain old survive. I would swear to God this battle goes badly, but I do really well. In fact, I wonder what I forgot what my grade is I got on this one. Rising Wind, just back step. It comes out rather quickly though, so you gotta be a bit cautious with it.
But I'd imagine if you're caught in that, you go straight up taking multi-hits.
Yep.
It's like a Shinryuken, actually.
Yeah, pretty much. Shinryuken or Shoryuken?
Shinryuken is Ken's ultimate trade.
Oh, yeah.
The one that goes straight up.
Alright.
Yeah.
As long as you can keep pressure on the sword swinger, she won't do anything. She has 9:15 left, but she's also over limited, so I decided to shift my focus over to the next
Oh,
target.
I don't want to touch that.
Exactly. There you go, now you got an idea.
I am going to go back to Symphonia once I, recover from the fact that Matt deleted my save file.
Sorry, dude. Tempest helps wonderfully in this battle. You can use it to hop around the field and get to another to one of them that's trying to pick around your fucking mage. Plus, Kratos gained Healing Wind, which is like which is also like repeated healing attacks. The only catch is you got to be in the range for it to actually activate.
How appropriate.
Rain summons 4 nurses to go around the field, and I got 1 down. Now we got 2 more. Honestly, Sylph is much more manageable when you can at least get 1 down. On Hormone and above, this thing is a fucking nightmare. 3 bosses to hit like trucks. Mania, I should say. All of them hit like tanks. And I don't think there's any real good wind defense at this stage in the game.
I think the moral of the story, what Matt's trying to get here, is that hard mode is hard.
Oh, yeah, hard as shit. Ow! But the thing about the archer is that she has really unremarkable attacks. Although I think on harder difficulties, her AI will go after Rain a lot more, so she's pretty much going to be one of the few targets of attrition. There goes the other one. Now we just got to deal with the mage.
And now for the aerosol.
Fucker!
Just as I expected.
And the grade here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect!
10.
A perfect grade.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, why does it stop
It's
at
20 in the it's 20 on New Game Plus if you have like the grade plus enabled, but at 10 is like the highest it goes. So I'm pretty impressed. So I honestly felt really proud about myself after that battle. So I have to confess, if Rain didn't get nursed, it would have been negative 10.
Very moment, there are people who are suffering. I vow to save those people.
Understood.
Sweet.
Please, keep to your vow. We do not wish to be betrayed again.
Betrayed. Betrayed. Betrayed.
Betrayed! I would have loved like a Magus Sisters kind of thing with them.
I was
Except,
I was thinking of even though I always knew that Sylph was separated into 3 categories since Final Fantasy IV, I think I immediately thought Magus Sisters when I saw those 3.
Because I was hoping for a really fat one just to be fat and like crude.
I did like the insect motif they got in 10.
Yeah.
But that's for another time. What can we expect next week, Matt? More Tales in Symphonia. Okay.